welcome back to my online teaching platform. We are still finding answers to 2025 Wassce questions, which is core mathematics. So we are on the 7th question. Okay, so and I read, the shaded region of the figure is a pattern to be produced in a steel casting shop. If the area of triangle SUV is 98 square meter, calculate correct one decimal place. A, the value of Q. B, the area of the pattern. And C, the perimeter of the pattern. All right. The pattern here is the shaded region of triangle SUV. All right. So in this diagram, we have the area of triangle SUV given. So we have been given the area of triangle SUV to be 98 square meter, and we are to find the value of Q, which is the first question. So given the area, we have to state the formula for finding the area of a triangle. Okay, so let us start work. So we start with the question 7a. So we have to find the value of Q. All right, good. So we don't know the value of Q. So Q is equal to, so we can bring a question mark. So we have to find the value of Q. But we have been given the area of triangle SUV. All right, SUV is giving us 98 square meter. All right, so it implies that our 98 square meter will be equal to the formula for finding area of a triangle, which is half multiplying the base length multiplying the height of the triangle under consideration. All right, so looking at triangle SUV, what do you think will be the base? You could see that the base is UM plus MS. So the base becomes Q plus 2Q plus 3. Okay, so the base here is equal to Q plus 2Q plus 3. And that is the base length. Multiplying the height. And the height here is the perpendicular side. Okay, the line that is perpendicular to the base. So you can see that SV is perpendicular to the base, so SV becomes the height. Okay, MV is not the height, UV is also not the height. The height is always perpendicular to the base, so we have an angle of 90 degrees here, this particular point. The angle here is 90, so you could see that line US and SV are perpendicular and they meet at S. So the height of the triangle is SV, which is 7 meters. All right. So let me bring the unit over here. Yeah, this one is also in meters. So times 7 meters. And that will be equal to the area of the given triangle, which is triangle SUV. So let us continue to work on it. So we have 98 meters squared equal to, then simplify what we have in the bracket. Here we are going to get 3Q plus 3. Then we have multiplying 7, where we have meter multiplying meter. So we are going to get square meter. All right, good. So let us continue. We can now multiply half here, this half by the 7. So we are going to get 98 square meter equal to 7 divided by 2. Then bracket open, we have 3Q plus 3, then close your bracket, then square meter. You can divide through by square meter so that you'll be left with 98 is equal to 7 out of 2 multiplying 3Q plus 3. All right. So when you get to this point, what do? We find our LCM, which is 2. We find our LCM, which is 2. So we multiply through by 2. So we are going to get 2 times 98 equal to, then we continue, we have 2 times 7 out of 2 multiplying 3q plus 3. All right. So here we are going to get a result of 196 equal to these 2 divides itself 1 and also divide this. We are left with 7. So 7 multiplying 3q plus 3 in bracket. Good. So we are getting 196 equal to 21q. We are expanding the bracket, so then plus 21. We are to find the value of q, so make q the subject by transposing 21 to the left hand side of the equation. So we have 196 minus 21 equal to 21 q. All right. So we have to subtract the 21 from 196, and that will give us 175. So we have 175 equal to 21 q. So we can now divide through by the coefficient of the q, which is 21, so that we can make q the subject. So we have 21 q also divided by 21. So when you divide, let us divide and see. 175 divided by 21, 175 divided by 21 will give us 25 divided by 3, and that will be the value of q. But we have to leave the value of q in one decimal place. So we are getting, in decimal, we are going to get, this implies that q is equal to 8.33. So in one decimal place, it's going to be 8.3. 8.3. So this is the value of q. Okay. And the second question is saying that is the B part. The B part says that we should find the area. That's area of the pattern. Area of the pattern. Okay. So we have to find the area of the pattern. All right. So looking at the diagram, you will see that the area of the pattern will be triangle UMV. Okay, will be triangle UMV. So I can, let me sketch it again. So this, the shaded region is what we are finding. The area of the shaded region is what we are working on. The line is not straight. Okay, let me manage this one. So this is the area that we are supposed to work on. Okay, the area, that is the area of the pattern, and that is triangle U. That's triangle UMV. You know here to be 7 meters. So we are going to just focus on triangle UMV. So we are going to find the area of triangle UMV. UMV. That is triangle UMV. All right. Now we know Q to be 25 out of 3. Okay, that's the value of Q. Okay, so wherever you see Q, you can plug in the value of Q. So here will be, here to be 2 multiplying 25 out of 3, and that will give us 50 out of 3 plus 3. Okay, so this is the value, this is the distance between M and S. Right, and we have to find the area of the pattern, that's the shaded region. So let's just look at how best we can get the area. So area here will be equal to half multiplying base multiplying the height. So when you look at the shaded region, you can see that the base is UM. Okay, so half of that is the distance between point U and M, all right? Then multiplying h, okay? So the height of the figure, the whole figure, is the same as the height of the shaded pattern. Please, the shaded pattern the shaded pattern's height is the same as the SV or the VS. It's not the same as MV or VM. This is not the this part is not the height, please. It is not the height. The height is always perpendicular. So you see that when you extend the UM to S, it will be perpendicular to VS. So that is the same height that you are going to work with. Okay, so the height is SV. Okay. So we are going to get half of the UM is 25 out of 3 meters, then multiplying the height, which is 7 meters. All right. So this will give us the height of the area of the pattern. So we have 25 times 7. Okay. Then so we are going to get 175 meters squared divided by 2 times 6. See, 7 is the same as out of 1. So 2 times 6 times, 2 times 3 times 1 will give us 6. So when you divide, we are going to get a result of, so the area becomes 29.16. 29.16. But we have to leave the answer in 1 decimal place. Okay. So you have to make sure you also leave the answer in 1 decimal place. Okay. Okay, so the area becomes, let me bring it here. So our area will be equal to 29.2 meters square. So this becomes the area of the pattern. Okay, this becomes the area of the pattern. Now let's move to the C part of the question. C part is saying that we should determine the perimeter of the pattern. So perimeter of the pattern. Okay. So let me draw the pattern again. Let me draw the whole figure again. So we have U, we have M, we have V, and we have SY. And this is the shaded region, and which is the same as the pattern. Okay. So we have to find the perimeter of the pattern. So the perimeter here will be equal to UM. That's the total distance around the pattern. UM plus MV, then plus VU, right? So we are going to add the distance. So from here up to, so we are moving from U to M. Then from M, you also cover a distance, the distance between M and V. Then we get to V2, you come back to where you started from. Okay. So we want to determine the total distance around the pattern, and that will give us the perimeter. Good. So we know P here to be, our UM is the same as 25 meters, 25 out of 3 meters, okay? But we don't know our MV and that of our VU. So we are going to work on MV and UV before we substitute their values. So let us work on MV and UV. All right. So you can see that when you look at the triangle SUV, when you look at triangle SUV, you have VU to be the hypotenuse. Good. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem since the triangle is a right angle triangle. So we are going to get our UV from the triangle SUV. So from triangle SUV, we have our VS squared equal to US squared plus SV squared. I'm using a bigger triangle, that's triangle SUV. So we have our, oh sorry, it should be VU. It's rather VU squared. The VU is the hypotenuse. So we are going to get our VU squared then equal to our US, which is the same as 25 out of 3 meters, then plus here is 25 out of 3 meters, and here is 50 out of 3 meters plus 3. Okay, so it's going to be 25 out of 3 meters plus 50 out of 3 plus 3. So from U to S is the distance that I've added. I've added UM and that of MS, all squared, then plus SV, which is the same as the height. So that is 7 squared. All right. So let us add what we have in the bracket first, which is 25 divided by 3, then plus 50 also divided by 3, then plus 3. All right. So what I have here is now 28. Okay, I have 28 here squared plus 7 squared is 49. Okay, all equal to VU squared. All right. So let us continue and work on it. So we have 28 squared to be 784 plus 49, and that will be equal to VU squared. All right, so plus 49, then we have 833 being equal to VU squared. So what do? We need to find the value of VU, not VU squared. So we take square root of both sides. So square root of VU squared will be equal to square root of 833. So we take square root of 833, we are going to get a result of 28.9. Okay, in one decimal place, so 28.9, and that will give us our VU. Okay, so our VU is equal to 28.9 meters. All right, let us now work on our MV. Okay, so we are going to use triangle SVM. So from triangle SVM, okay, from triangle SVM, our MV becomes the hypotenuse. Let's look at it carefully. So you could say that from triangle SVM, MV is the hypotenuse, so the hypotenuse squared will be equal to MS squared plus SV also squared. So our MV squared here is equal to our MS, and our MS is 50 divided by 3 plus 3, okay, and that is 59 out of 3. 59 divided by 3 in bracket squared, then plus the height, which is the same as the SV, so 7 squared. All right, so we are going to get MV squared equal to 59 divided by 3 squared, give us a result of 396.777, so 0.8, all right, then plus 49. So when you add it to 49, you'll be getting 435.8, all equal to mv squared. So we need to now make mv the subject by taking square root of both sides. So we are going to take square root of both sides. So it's going to be square root of mv squared equal to the square root of 435.8. So when take square root of the right hand side, we have it to be 20.89. So we can make it 20.9. All right. Then we have here to be mv. So our mv is equal to 20.9 meters. All right. So we can now work on the perimeter. Okay. So we can now substitute the value. So perimeter here we have 25 out of 3, which is the same as the 8.3 meters, and then plus our mv. We have solved for the mv and we had 20.9. Okay, so 20.9. We also solved for vu and we had 28.9. So 28.9. Good. So our perimeter here will be the sum of this length. So we have 8.3 plus 20.9 plus 28.9. All right. So the perimeter is 58.1, right? Our perimeter is 58.1. 58.1 meters. All right. So this becomes the value of the perimeter. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Other questions, solutions to other questions will be available soon. Bye, and thank you for watching.